Hello, my name is Jerome and welcome to my RC Construction YouTube channel. Today I'm going to do a big modification on my MD dumper model number 3363. And what I'm going to do today is change out the brushed motor and ESC, and I'm going to install a brushless motor to Quicrun Fusion SE, and it has a built-in ESC. And the reason I want to do that, when I'm rolling the dump truck down the ramp I made from my back porch, gravity makes it accelerate in speed. And when I have the trailer with the excavator on it, it makes it want to accelerate even more. And I found while the truck is going down the ramp, I can put the truck in reverse, and that slows down how fast it goes down the ramp. But I have to imagine that's not good for the electronics. So with this Quicrun Fusion motor I have here, it's the same motor I put in two of my rock crawlers, and it has a setting in it called drag brake. And with the drag brake, it electronically will stop the wheels if they don't match the position of the throttle on the transmitter. So I should be able to run the truck down the ramp, stop in the middle, and it just stays there. So with that, let me figure out how to get this old brushed motor and transmission out of the truck so I can wire in this Hobbywing Quicrun Fusion SE motor. The first thing I want to do is raise this bed up so that I have more access to the motor and transmission, which is located right here. And once I have this up, I'm going to prop it up with some foam pieces so that it does not fall down on me. I can turn this back off and remove the battery and turn off the transmitter. There are there are two screws I'm going to remove to try to get access to the motor and gearbox. And if this doesn't work, I will continue to unscrew screws until eventually I reach it. That's not moving. There's screws down here on the side. There are 3 screws here on the driver's side and 2 screws on the passenger side that I have to take out. There is actually 3 screws on both the driver's and passenger side. And that allows me to lift this up. And the motor is inside of here, and this is the gearbox transmission. So I am going to remove 2 screws on each side of this, and I believe I can lift this assembly out. But before I do that, I'm going to start taking the screws out of these motor covers. So I got the cover off of here. There's aluminum foil underneath it, which I find interesting. And the motor is right down in here. I took the 2 screws out on this bracket, and I can lift the motor up. And let me show you this drive shaft. The drive shaft right here It slides in and out with this motor. That's when things go over bumps. It needs to be able to move. And I believe this drive shaft can come all the way out. Yes. And so now I have the motor assembly out. So I'm going to disconnect the two wires from the brush motor, which come from this ESC right here. And I have to find this communication wire that goes into the receiver. So this was plugged into channel 6 of the receiver. And it looks like on these wires here, there's a rubber kind of heat shrink put over them. Matter of fact, I can't pull this off, so I'm going to cut this to be able to separate these wires. So I have the entire motor assembly out. I am gonna remove the screws down here, see if this gives me easier access. The servo, top of the servo. I think I have to remove this transmission. There are 4 screws to separate the motor from the transmission. 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks like we got a planetary gear system inside of the transmission. Does have some grease on it. I'll definitely add some more before putting this back together. %90 of the time, I keep this truck in first gear and all-wheel drive because it helps a lot. However, when I put it in second gear and drive it around through the yard, it's a very fast truck. Interesting. All right, I am going to unscrew these screws. Actually, I'm not. I'm going to unscrew a screw right here and, oh, well, all right. And a screw right here to see if these will allow me to separate these two. I could not get these 2 screws out. I put my torch on them and I still could not get them to turn. And it seems like I was going to strip them. This is the torch I use. I believe they might be Loctite holding them in there. All right, I finally got the 2 screws to come loose. And the way I did it, one, this tool here, each time I buy something from Lisu, they give me some tools. So I have a bag of these, and I used a brand new one where the edges of it had no roundness on it. So I wouldn't continue to strip these two screws. And second, I left the torch on the screws for a lot longer, and it dissolved the Loctite and the screws came out, which I am pleased. Now I can move forward. I'm pretty certain I'm going to have to take the gear off of this motor, and it does not have a set screw. So I'll deal with that when I have to. All of this stuff is hot because I just had the torch on it. Let's see. I do have to unscrew this. First, second gear, shift linkage. So, and this is the motor. Has no writing on it, but I'm pretty sure it's a 5400 motor. Now here's the big question. Will this new motor fit inside of here? Yes, I believe it will. So the thing I need to do now is get this gear off of here. And I'm pretty sure I might have to heat this up to get it off. However, I have a gear puller, and I am going to try that first. All right, my gear puller wasn't big enough for this. So I used my torch to heat up the gear, and I was able to slide it off. Unfortunately, I can't put the gear onto this new one. Normally, if I were to press a gear on here, I would put this in the vise, and the back of this pole here, which is this, I would block it and push the gear on here so that I'm not putting stress on all of the parts inside of the motor. This Quicrun motor, that pole doesn't sit here. And so I took this cap off, and back here is where the ESC is at, and it's potted. So I have to find the gear like this. I believe it's 14 teeth. I'm going to count them out and make sure that will fit on this shaft. And it will have to use a set screw because this has a flat side right here. I can put the gear where I want it, tighten the set screw, and be done with it. So this is as far as I can go today. I will pick this up if I can find a set screw at a local store, or I'll have to order one online. So that's the end of part one of this video today. And stay tuned for part two. Please click like for the video if you like it. And I will talk to you later. Peace.